Hello friends, welcome to the session on file management using C programming. In this session, we will discuss and experiment some of the C programs for performing file manipulations. Reading from a file and writing into text files, different methods and way of accessing text files, and finally, sending output to the printer are the major operation that we are going to carry out in this session. Let us move to the first program, writing into a text file. Let us consider the first example program, which explain the basic file operation. In this example, we create a text file and writing textual data into the file. Basic steps followed by the program is pointed in the algorithm. Step 1, create a file object. Step 2, create or open a new file, say input.txt using the previously created file object. Also specify the file mode, here it is in writing mode. Step 2, writing into the file using input functions and the file object. Step 3, close the file using close method and the file object. Now, let us type this program #include stdio.h main within curly brace file star fp, fp equal to f open within parenthesis input.txt w f printf fp comma welcome to the file programming concept testing f printf method f puts, again we are testing f puts method comma fp, then f close fp return 0, then close the curly brace. Let me briefly explain the program to you. The program begins with creating a file pointer file star fp. All the further file related operations in this program is carried out using the same file pointer fp. In the next step, we open the file with the corresponding mode using the special file management operation fopen. Here we open the file input.txt as writing mode. For opening this file with a writing mode, we put w as the second parameter, because we are going to perform an operation of writing into the file. For more understanding, let me show the general syntax of the fopen function. File star fopen within parenthesis const char star file name comma const char star mode semicolon, where file name is a string literal which you will use to name your file, and access mode can have one of the values like r, w, a, r plus, w plus and a plus. I hope we studied all these parameters in the corresponding theoretical session in detail. Now, the object fp hold the file input.txt and it is ready to perform any kind of file operations. The major aim of this small program is to write textual data into the file. For this, we have different methods, but now we will use two different functions fprintf and fputs. In the case of fprintf function, the first parameter is the file pointer and the second parameter is the input string, and in fputs we use first parameter as the input string and the second parameter as the file pointer fp. At last, after writing the string into the file, we need to close the file. For this, we will use fclose function and use the input argument as the file object fp. The output of this program is shown in the screen. This textual data will be written into the input.txt file. So, you compile and execute this program, you can see that welcome to the file programming concept testing fprintf method. Again we are testing fputs method. Now, let us move to the next program for reading from a text file. Let us consider the example program which shows the basic read operation from a text file. In this example, we create a text file named mytextfile.txt and we forcefully write 2 lines of sentences into the file. This program will read data from the already created file in different ways using different methods available in C. The basic steps followed by the program is pointed in the algorithm. Step 1, create a text file, say mytextfile.txt and write sample data into the text file. Step 2, create a file object. Step 3, create or open a new file, say mytextfile.txt using the previously created file object. Also specify the file mode, here it is in read mode. Step 4, reading from the file in different ways like single character, single word and the entire line of sentence. Step 5, close the file using close method and the file object. Let us now type the program. Hash include stdio.h main within curly brace file star fp char buff of size 300 char ch, then fp equal to fopen mytextfile.txt comma r plus, then ch equal to fgetc of fp, here you are reading the character, printf %c ch, fscanf fp comma %s comma buff, then you read the word printf %s comma buff, then f gets buff comma 300 comma fp. So, here you are reading the line of sentence printf %s buff, then f gets buff 300 fp, then printf %s buff. Now, you close the file fclose fp, then close the curly brace. Let us see a little more in detail about what is happening in this program. As similar to the previous example, this program starts with a file pointer file star fp, which hold the file access in further stages. In the next line, the program declares a character buffer, which can hold characters read from the text file and a variable which only hold a single character. Next, we open the file as the previous example, but here we use the second parameter or the mode of the file as r plus, so that it is ready to perform read operation from the file. In the next level of the program, we plan to read text from file in 3 different ways. The first one is reading a single character from the file, then second we are interested to read a single word, and finally, we read the entire line of sentence. The fgetc function reads a character from the input file referenced by FP. The return value is the character read, or in case of any error it returns end of file EOF. We copy the first character into the variable ch, and in the next level we will print it with the help of printf function. Int fscanf function is used to read strings from a file, but it stops reading after encountering the first space character. So, in the above program we read the first word and store it into BUFF. Again we print the recently read value using the same printf function. The functions f gets in the next line will reads up to n minus 1 characters from the input stream referenced by FP. It copies the read string into the buffer BUFF, appending a null character to terminate the string. At last, we need to close the file using fclose method. Let me explain the program with a given text file. Consider the given text file contain 2 lines of sentences, which is shown in the screen. See program for reading from the file in different method. Now, I am reading the next line. So, the first f get c function will read the character c only. The fscanf function in the next line of code will read the next word, which is program. In the next level, f gets reads the remaining line till it encountered end of line. So, it starts with the 4 and read the entire sentence up to method. The output will be for reading from file in different method. Finally, the last call f gets reads the second line completely, as now I am reading the next line. Now, you can compile this program and execute it to see the result. Output will be C program for reading from file in different method. Now, I am reading the next line. Let us move to the next program. Reading word by word from a text file and the use of loops and end of file. Let us consider the third program in this session. I think you might be seen this program in the theoretical session. In this session, I will just repeat the program once more for explain how to read word by word from a text file using the concept of looping and the constant end of file. The major steps we follow is explained by the algorithm. Step 1, create a text file, say my text file.txt, and write sample data into the text file. Step 2, create a file object. Step 3, create or open a new file, say my text file.txt using the previously created file object. Also specify the file mode, here it is the read mode. Step 4, repeat step 5 until reach into the end of the file. Step 5, read the current word from the text file and print into the screen. Step 6, close the file using close method and the file object. Now, let us type this program hash include stdio.h main, then within curly brace file star fp char word of size 100 char c fp equal to f open my file.txt comma r, while c not equal to end of file, then c equal to f scanf fp comma percentage s comma word. Here get one word from the file. If c equal to end of file, break printf percentage s comma word, display it on the monitor. Then close the curly brace and f close f p, then close the final curly brace. Now, let me explain the program. I am not going to explain the program in detail, because we have already familiar with the flow of the program in the theoretical session, and the previous programs are also similar to this program. In the beginning, as usual, we need to create the file pointer and we need to open the corresponding file with the help of the file pointer. The major difference of this program with the previous one is the use of while loop, break and end of file keywords. In the variable declaration stage, we declare two variables where the word of size 100 is a character array which can hold each word which is read from the text file. The another character variable is char c, which is used to store the file positions like whether the file pointer reached at the end or not. After initialization of the file pointer, we begin a while loop. Inside the while loop, first we read the first word into the variable word and also keep the file position in C. Inside the variable C, we have only the value indicate end of the file or not. If C have the value end of file, then the while loop break the loop and never prints the value again. Also execute the while loop until reach into the end of file condition. Finally, we need to close the file operations using our regular function f close f p. The input of this program is a text file with the content. This program read word by word from text file using while and end of file constraints. You can now compile this program and execute to see the output. Let us explain the execution of this program based on this input data. After initialization, the program reach into the while loop and read the first word this from the input file and copy into the character word array word 100. Now, compiler also checks whether C contain end of file or not. If not, it will print the word copied into the word of size 100 array. Continue this execution up to the last word constraints. After printing the last word, again the program copy the last word into the character array word 100, but the C points to end of file, then we will break and never print the last word repeatedly. Finally, the while loop also reach into the condition of end of file and the program execution completely exit from the while loop. So, now you can see the output of this program. This program read word by word from text file using while and end of file constraints. Now, let us consider the next problem of this session. This problem handles the processing of files of records. When we need to process large amount of data, it is often easier to group information together instead of dealing with lots of individual variables. For example, to keep track of a customer's name, account balance and account number, we will somehow want to group this data with different type into a single group. In C programming, we have an interesting approach support this grouping of data with the different data type under a common group name, which is called a structure. Note that these files are not text files. Now, we are interested to perform write and read operation based on this structure and a .dat file. This problem can be split up into two different parts. Part A will deals with writing into .dat file. Part B will deals with reading from the .dat file. In the next two programs, we shall mainly focus on the sequential access on files of records. Now, let us see the algorithm for writing into .dat file. Step 1, create a structure with customer name, account number and balance. Step 2, create a file object. Step 3, create and open a .dat file with write mode. Step 4, check whether the file is created and opened correctly. If no, then print error message and exit. Step 5, read customer details, say customer name, account number and balance from the user. Step 6, write the data into the .dat file and go to step 5. Repeat the process until read a stop. Now, let us type this program. Hash include stdio.h, hash include stdlib.h and hash include string.h. Now, declare a structure to read and write. Struct customer char c name of size 20 int acct num and float acct balance, then close the curly brace. Now, start the main function int main within curly brace file star fp, then struct customer input, then fp equal to f open accounts dot dat comma w, and then if fp equal to null, then within curly brace f printf stderr comma error opening accounts dot dat, exit 1, then close the curly brace, then printf enter stop for first name to end program, while 1, then within curly brace printf first name scanf percentage s input dot cname. If strcmp input dot cname stop equal to 0, exit 1. Printf acct num scanf percentage d ampersand sign input dot acct num printf balance scanf percentage f ampersand sign input dot acct balance, then f write within parenthesis ampersand sign input comma size of struct customer comma 1 comma fp, then close the parenthesis. Now, let us explain the program. In the beginning of this program, we define a structure named customer and having 3 variables, say cname, hold the customer name, acct num hold the account number and acct balance holds the account balance. Then start our main program. In the beginning of our main program, as usual we have to declare the file pointer fp and the structure object input. Then open the .dat file in a write mode. Then check whether the file pointer is null or not. If the file pointer fp is null, then we can say the file .dat is not opened successfully. Then start the while loop and read the details one by one. After reading a complete set of structure values, then it will be written into the file using fwrite method. The general syntax is shown in the screen. Fwrite within parenthesis star struct size count file. The first argument is the location of the structure to write. The second argument is the byte size of that structure. The third argument is how many of those structure to write. The fourth argument is the output file. This reading and writing process will continue until user types stop. If the user type stop instead of the customer name, then the program called exit 1 function, which indicate termination of the loop. Now, you can compile this program and execute it and see the result. The sample input will be like enter stop for first name to end program. Now, you can enter the first name, then account number, then balance, then again you enter another first name, account number, balance. Suppose you enter stop for first name, the program automatically terminates. Now, let us move to the second part of this program to understand reading from .dat file. See the algorithm. Step 1, create a structure with customer name, account number and balance. Step 2, create a file object. Step 3, create and open a .dat file with read mode. Step 4, check whether the file is created and opened correctly. If no, then print error message and exit. Step 5, read customer details, say customer name, account number and balance from the .dat file one by one and print it into the screen. Let us now type this program hash include stdio.h hash include stdlib.h, then declare the structure struct customer within curly brace char cname of size 20 int account number, that is acct num, then float acct balance, then close the curly brace. Now, we start the main function void main within curly brace file star fp struct customer input, then fp equal to fopen accounts dot dat comma r, then if fp equal to null, then within curly brace fprintf stderr error opening accounts dot dat exit 1, then close the curly brace. Then while fread within parenthesis ampersand sign input comma size of struct customer comma 1 comma fp, then close the parenthesis printf name equal to percentage 10 s acct num equal to percentage 8 d balance equal to percentage 8.2 f comma input dot cname comma input dot acct num comma input dot acct balance, then close the curly brace. This program is almost similar to the previous program. The only difference is here we are reading from the already entered data. The reading can be done by fread function. The general syntax is fread within parenthesis star struct comma size comma count comma file. So, the arguments to read are the same as fwrite. The fread function will execute until the last read. Now, you compile this program, then execute it. You can see the output. Name equal to the name of the person, then account number and balance. Then you can verify the same with the given input. With this program, we are going to stop the program section of this module on file management in C. Now, let us move to the next program, processing files of records, relative access to the files of records. In this session, we are working with same .dat file created by the previous two programs. Here in this session, we are interested to show how a slightly different mechanism to access the file of records. So, we perform relative access mechanism. Next, we will see the algorithm. Step 1, create a structure with customer name, account number and balance. Step 2, create a file and structure object. Step 3, create and open a .dat file which is already created by the previous program in a read binary file mode, that is R plus B mode. Step 4, read record number from the user. Step 5, show the corresponding record details such customer name, account number and balance. Step 6, stop. Now, let us type this program. Hash include stdio.h, hash include string.h, then declare the structure struct customer within curly brace char cname of size 20 int acct num and float acct balance and close the curly brace. Now, type def struct customer person, then declare the file star people, then start the main function void main within curly brace person cust int rec comma result people equal to f open accounts dot dat comma r plus b printf which record do you want 0 to 3 scanf percentage d rec while rec greater than or equal to 0 within curly brace f seek people comma rec star size of cust comma seek set, then result equal to fread within parenthesis ampersand sign cust comma size of cust comma 1 comma people. If result equal to 1 within curly brace printf record comma rec printf customer name percentage s comma cust dot cname printf customer account number percentage d comma cust dot acct num printf customer balance percentage f comma cust dot acct balance, then close the parenthesis, else printf record percentage d not found comma rec printf which record do you want 0 to 3 scanf percentage %d comma ampersand sign rec, then close the curly brace, then f close people, then close the final curly brace. Now, you can compile this program and execute to see the result. The output will be, which record do you want 0 to 3? Suppose you are entering 2 as input, you can see that record 2, customer name Lakshmi, customer account number and customer balance. Again you will prompt for which record do you want 0 to 3. Suppose you are entering 3, which record do you want 0 to 3? Then you can see record 3, customer name, customer account number and customer balance for record 3. Again the system will prompt you for which record do you want. Suppose you enter 4, then you can see the result as record 4 not found. Then suppose again you are entering 1, for which record do you want, then you can see the record 1. As similar to the previous program, we begin this program with the same structure definition. So, we define the structure customer with 3 variables, customer name, account number and balance. Then we create necessary structure objects and a file pointer. Inside the main function, first we open the accounts.dat file, the R plus B mode, which we already created in the previous program. In the next line of the program, we read a specific record number from the user. In the next segment, we start a while loop. Inside the while loop, we use a fseek function which will move into the specific record which the user intends. Then we can use fread to read the previously pointed record. The fread returns a true value if it finds the corresponding record. Then we can easily print the necessary items. Here it is the record number, customer name, account number and the balance. If fread returns a false value, we can print an error message as the record is not found. Then maybe we can ask for the next record number of the user interest, which shall be performed in a while loop until the user forcefully exit the while loop. At the end of the program, do not forget to close the file pointer with the fclose function. Thank you for watching this session. Let us meet in another session with a new topic. Till then, bye.